There is a ranch in California that honors a perfect cycle where wetlands and tilled lands coexist in a new kind of bountiful. Llano Seco plays an authentic role in California's heritage, and we're bringing those values into the future by farming in a whole new way.
Llano Seco is unique. There's not too many ranches in California where we take livestock and crops, conservation, and all those things and put them together in a working system. The organic pig farm is a unique place as well. It's surrounded by organic cattle pastures, seasonal wetlands. We also have the United States Fish and Wildlife Service that have property on this ranch, and we do conservation work of our own in restoring riparian forests, native grasslands, and oak savannas. Our little piglets, when they're born, they get to go out, roll around in the mud, roll around in the grass, chew on straw, whatever they want to do, dig for rocks, which I love to do. And they get to eat some of the best food in the world to their heart's content. They really are treated in a very kind and humane way. We're very proud of that. The organic industry, has been growing and is becoming more and more desired. We started organic with our beef cattle. Our cattle graze actually on some of the native grasslands that the United States Fish and Wildlife Service has planted on their properties here on the ranch. So we get to utilize those grasslands. There are very few ranches in California and the United States that are truly sustainable, but this ranch is one that certainly comes as close to being sustainable as any. We have these hogs which produce manure that we utilize as fertilizer for our crops. We then feed some of those crops back to the cattle and back to the hogs, and therefore have come full circle. I mean, we don't have anything to waste. What the soil gives, we feed back to the animals. Organic peas, organic soybean meal, organic corn, so they really do have the chef's pick. Organic farming is not for everyone. It requires more patience, a little bit more labor and intensity in the operation. I have 20 guys that work with me here on the ranch, guys that respect and care for nature and the animals that we do raise here. Nature throws so many things your way, you have to be ahead of it, and you have to try to meld the pieces together to come out with a product that the public desires. Here on Llano Seco, we get to work outdoors along the Sacramento River, one of the most beautiful ranches in all of California. I feel privileged to be a part of it.
The history at Llano Seco runs deep. It's been in the parrot family since 1861. The buildings date back to the time of the clipper ships, when harvests were threshed, bagged, and sold to foreign ports across the Pacific. John Parrott settled in Northern California as a merchant and banker. His purchase of the land in Chico, which originally sold for 15 heifers, would bring more than prosperity. His wife, Abby Parrott, eventually came to Llano Seco and was manager for several years. It was a dryland grain ranch where they grew wheat and barley. 140 years later, the fields still produce wheat and barley. It's truly a testament to the excellence of the soil and the quality of the property.
I get to live here on this ranch, and My kids get to be raised here, you know, where there's cattle and hogs and new ponies. We have calves that we sometimes have to hand feed and hand raise, living just outside the backyard, and the kids just get to completely enjoy all of that stuff. They definitely get to see the early life of all these animals, which is a really great experience.
It's common sense to take good care of where we live. Llano Seco is committed to health, land stewardship, and the animals that live here. Sustainable ranching. We're proving that it can be done.